I really love the interactive format of Tech Field Day because honestly, that's where the rubber meets the road is talking to industry experts, professionals, people that are working in the trenches. It's not high level marketing stuff and how we can sell a widget. It's learning how do people use our products? How can we help them solve real day-to-day problems? The interaction is invaluable to learn that. I've been an engineer for many years and I've been on that side of the table as well. And really being on this side of the table now, on the vendor side, man, is that interaction valuable to understand? Are we going in the right direction? What are we trying to solve here? And so I think that's really, really important at Tech Field Day.
I know I really enjoyed the interactive format that you guys presented at Tech Field Day, as did my colleagues. I think you guys do a great job with the panel of experts asking really deep, thoughtful questions that get to the heart of the matter. You have this ability to really cut to the chase with the panelists. But then in addition to that, because it's being live streamed, that panel is asking questions directly from the Twitterverse, if you will. It always asks some interesting things and brings some deeper context to the discussion that we're having.
The interactive presentation format at Tech Field Day gives us the ability to deliver new perspectives on the future of infrastructure and get feedback in real time, which is incredibly valuable for us as we bring our messages to market.
Is good from the standpoint that there's, for the last year and a half, we've all been staring at our screens when we do almost every meeting, if not every meeting. And so to be able to have the number of people participating and have it more conversational as opposed to a static presentation where we monotonically run through our content is refreshing. It keeps the conversation lively and active, and candidly was one of the key reasons why we chose this venue, this format to try as a first-time presenter, was because it was fresh, it was exciting, and it keeps the conversation lively, and will address questions hopefully that listeners and people that are interested in the technology can get aside from just what we're covering, right? Those dynamic questions that are extemporaneous are what are key.
So I love the interactive presentation format. It's nice to be able to present and have that interaction so that you can tune and tweak and get feedback and change the messaging so that you make sure that people understand exactly what you're talking about. The whole idea of presenting is to communicate and have people understand what you're saying. And the only way to do that is to really get that interaction going. It's nice to have a whole field of delegates. The nice thing about the delegates is they range in skill sets. So it's not just a network guy or a storage guy. It's really a people across the board that hit you at different angles and really bring out the value of what you're trying to present, along with helping them understand exactly what the difference is in the technology and how it changes the industry.
The Tech Field Day team is just a group of experts that know what they're doing as far as AV, getting the lighting right and camera and audio, knowing how to use the tools that we use to make a presentation go off without a hitch. Leaning on them is really, really important to me because I'm juggling a bunch of things here at my desk and then trying to actually deliver a presentation, knowing that's in other people's hands, people that know what they're doing. And also know the technology too, so they can call me out to the carpet on something, is really super helpful in delivering a good presentation to the delegates.
Giving public talks is often complex logistics, and it couldn't be easier working with Tech Field Day. They make it super simple for us to prepare, know what to expect, how to do all this digitally, and it's just awesome to be able to walk in and talk about the technology we have and not have to worry about the mechanics of how to do video recordings and how to share questions and answers, and they make it super simple.
Great insights. Personally, I do a lot of presentations, and it's nice to have somebody worry about the minute details. Make sure you have this kind of background, worry about the lighting, make sure that the mics are okay. Having somebody a half an hour beforehand go through all of these things to make sure that all the little nuances that sometimes as a presenter you forget, but you want to make sure that for something later on to present and show and record and give to the users and all the other people that are out there that are looking at it, it has that professionalism behind it. And without having that part of Tech Field Day be involved in the process, it really wouldn't be the same. So kudos to you guys. Fantastic.
This is one of the nice things is longtime listener, first time caller, right? For Tech Field Day. So we are looking forward to being able to repurpose the content, to share it out there. Certainly the delegates and the panelists are well known in the industry, and so for us, that gives us the opportunity to reach a wider audience with what we're doing. I think we're still in the formative stages, brainstorming out what specifically we're going to do, but understanding that this is just publicly available on YouTube is with all of these great delegates is super exciting, right? That's what makes it really, really appealing. Subsequent to having done the recordings now.
Look, each new Tech Field Day offers us a number of opportunities to increase brand recognition, help educate our audiences. Your organization has a great platform. It attracts a very big audience. It's valuable for us to reach. But there's other uses for the material and content that's created here that sometimes some of your vendors might not be aware of. As an example of that, today, every new employee that joins Blue Cat gets onboarded, and the introduction video they watch to about Blue Cat happens to be the presentation I gave to your panel some 3 years ago. So, many ways you use that content. Some might not be obvious when you do it, but incredibly valuable nevertheless.
We get a ton of value out of the breakout sessions from Tech Field Day because it gives us a chance to really hone and sharpen our message. We have a sophisticated product that we've been working on for years. It has a lot of capabilities. And what's the right level of technical depth? What's the right way to articulate our vision, what we've built, the technology behind it, how customers are using it? It's a lot to fit into a small group session, but the reality is we do this every day with customers. And so it's been super valuable to get the feedback from the Tech Field Day delegates. They ask great questions and they really help us sharpen how we communicate about our product.
As far as the breakout session goes, one nice thing that I saw is that, every one of the delegates is super friendly, super interesting. They're very down to earth. It's a format that allows everybody to kind of be comfortable and express their feelings, and also talk about the experiences, from their experience, the use cases that they see the technology fit. And, one of the things, at least from our company, is since we're kind of new, is we want to get feedback on, are we on the right direction? Where else can you see this go? What are some of the potentials that you see behind this? And having that kind of informal experience and having people, relate their experiences and where they see this fit is invaluable to not only our company, but to, kind of the direction that we're heading in the future.
The Tech Field Day breakout sessions are super valuable. Sometimes they're a little hard to listen to because you're hearing constructive criticism. You put a ton of time into preparing and delivering a presentation, then you hear, you know what, you missed something a little bit. So that's bittersweet, isn't it? It's a little bit difficult to listen to, but wow, is that really helpful? The last Tech Field Day we did just last year, we took that constructive criticism from that breakout session, and then we used it to hopefully improve this Tech Field Day 23 presentations. And then that feedback that we got today, just going to use that to keep on improving. I don't think there's ever a final, we've arrived situation. So that feedback from the delegates on our presentation, and then the deeper questions that we can kind of flesh out and really nerd out on, are super valuable for us to just keep on improving.